Alright, what's up? Welcome back to the midday. Uh, Usually I would wait a little longer, but it's fine. We didn't have a long show in the morning. But anyway, the Dow, the markets actually went down. I don't know why they went down or how they went down, but they went down. So, that's fine. Obviously, it's fine. The world's not going to end because we had a red day here. Or is looking like we might have a red day here. But, let me get this out. So what do we got going on here? So our active list is we got JD. JD's up 2.74 right now. Chipotle got an upgrade by RBC for a 20% rally. So they expect Chipotle to rally, which is a big rally for Chipotle. 20 points. A 20% rally on them. Belgium is choosing the Lockheed Martin F-35. Carl Icahn scores 757 million profit after American Railcar announces merger. So that guy just made $750 million off of some fucking railcar announcement merger. And he even made an article about rail cars not too long ago, like last week or something like that. So Carl Icahn, oil is holding pretty steady today. Saudi Arabia said that they're gonna pledge output rise, so oil fell a little bit. Actually, Kimberly Clark named the new CEO. Micron is down big. Micron is down. Oh, it came back a little bit. It's at 1.8. It was down at 38.64. I know I was talking good about Micron earlier, but yeah, I'm gonna stop giving predictions. For whatever reason, when I turn on the camera, I'm always wrong. It's crazy how that works. But Hasbro's down 5.27% right now. They're trading at 92.87. They've recovered from their low of day at 90.27. So they've come back almost $3 from their low of day, $2.50. But Walgreens is an active mover today, or at least they had a big morning. They've kind of come down off their highs. They've come down about 60 cents from where they were. Pivotal Software, some guy was on the show the other day talking about that, and that's up 2.26%. He was pretty excited about that company. Canopy is down 8.5% right now. It was down at 42 flat, but it held. It's at 42.89. I was looking at that chart. I know I just said I'd stop looking at that shit, but it looked like the ultimate bottom was 41. It looked like there was an actual resistance line there. Anyway, call the number, and we'll talk about it. But anyway, so the market right now, the market's red. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know how the market ended up being red today. AMD's up 6.85%. It's trading right now at 25.25. It's right around its high of day. It's at the top end of a rally. I'm not saying it's going to end. ABM is at the top end of its rally. It's trading at 32.05 right now. It's up 0.8%. Square is finally having some sort of a green day. It was down at 72.28. It's at 74.77 right now. It's up almost a full point. Micron's getting beat down right now. It's at 2% down. It's down almost 80 cents. It's trading at 39. Micron's under 40. So Micron has broken 40. It is, deep. But GE is down 0.8%. It's down only 10 cents, but GE's down. Arcadia is down almost. Arcadia Bioscience is down almost 4% today. That's what happens, and then news will happen. It'll be up at 7 out of nowhere. Arcadia just works like that. Tesla's down almost a percent today. Netflix is down. Netflix unveiled they had a $2 billion debt issue to fund new content. So Netflix came out and said that they were going to spend, they're going to debt, they had $2 billion out to make new content, and they went down a little bit from that. Ctrip.com is up 3.83%. They're up $1.27. They're trading at $33.91 right now. The ticker is CTRP. I had never heard of them. I don't know what they do, but see what's trending out here. AMD, man. AMD's running 7.65% right now at the top end. AMD's going through walls. It's at 25.47. There's that earnings run that people were calling for. If you bought on Friday, you're loving it right now. Friday they were down like 10%, 11% I think it ended up being. Micron is down into the 39s. Micron under 40. Hasbro is down 5.3% after missing on earnings because Toys R Us is no longer buying. Obviously, Toys R Us is no longer buying from them. They don't know where the what company is going to pick up who's getting Amazon's, or not Amazon's, Toys R Us shares. There's speculation that it would be Amazon, but Toys R Us was like a retail store. So what is it going to be? Walmart, like an in-store pickup kind of thing? But yeah, Hasbro makes Monopoly. So where are you going to buy your game boards? But Biotech is down. Where's Bosch? To even. Surprising. Usually when biotech goes down, Bosch is the leader. But yeah, another tough day for Canopy. Canopy is down 8.7%. It was down 10%. And they went to 42 flat, and they've held. They've rebounded a little bit to 42.8. Philip Morris is having a bad time. They got accused of double standards and being hypocrites or whatever. That's nothing. They just beat their earnings. Philip Morris is down a percent, 1.56. They're trading at 87.44 right now. The Dow is coming back. The S&P is coming back. The Nasdaq just went into the green. Nasdaq's up 0.18%. SPY is down. Spider is down 0.05. The DIJ is DJI down to DJIA, whatever. The Dow is 0.09 down. So they've rallied back. At one point it was looking like they were down 1% apiece, but it looks like the Russell is up a little bit too. I don't know if that was the Russell. It doesn't say Russell. Forget that. But get up. EA is up. EA is up 1.6%. They're trading at 103.79. Their high today was 104.01. So they've come down a little bit off their high, but they're still looking good. Chipotle Mexican Grill is only 0.42 up. Someone came out and gave them RBC came out and gave them an upgrade for a 20% rally. So 20% of 436. I mean, what are they expecting? A 500 price? But price target. But Walgreens is up 0.6% today. Again, you have any comments, just call that number. 855-584-5400. 5777. So Yeti IPO. Yeti's going to IPO soon. 5 things you should know about the premium cooler company. Now, what I think about, how is Yeti going to IPO? Is that a company or is that a brand? But I guess it's a company. That's just, I don't know why they're IPOing. But I don't know. Who cares? If they let them on the exchange, let them on the exchange. Hasbro sees no impact from Sears bankruptcy, so that's positive for them. Hasbro's getting beat up. Hasbro's gonna have to go make a deal with Amazon or something. You're gonna have to start buying your gaming boards online. Get sorry online. Which kind of defeats the purpose, because if you want a gaming board, you probably want it that night. But you buy it once and you have them, I guess. I don't know. So, would you be prepared if the Dow Jones Industrial Average were to fall 5,700 points? Yeah, if you have a single put, you should be fine on that. But world news. I don't really want to talk about world news, but just which this is what's going on. This is what's going on in the stock market right now. China was up. China had a big day on their markets. They were up 4%. We got a lot of earnings this week. Our economic calendar is pretty important this week. We got the Beige Book coming out on Wednesday. The Red Book coming out on Tuesday. The Red Book is a year-by-year, store-by-store sales growth in general merchandise. So, general merchandise, I guess it's like Old Navy, but like store-by-store revenue, and it goes through all of them. So that's important for like retail, and that comes out tomorrow morning at 8:55 a.m. And then we got the Beige Book on Wednesday coming out at 2 p.m. We got the Richmond Fed Manufacturing Index, which is a gauge of activity in manufacturing sectors, shipments, new orders, and employment. So, manufacturing sector, that's more of an industrial thing. I guess not. I guess it's more of a manufacturing sector. But that comes out at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. And so those are two big catalysts. Those are two big things for whole sectors. And the consumer climate comes out in Germany on Thursday, and there was another Euro thing that was coming out that I thought was important because Italy is having problems. So if Europe got its shit together in the next few days, I thought that could be important for ours, just strengthen it up a little bit. But China's so unstable right now; they'll fall and they'll jump, and they'll get a tariff thrown on them. So the whole foundation of the market is on unstable ground. It really is on unstable ground, and to enter a long position right now, you gotta really believe that this isn't the end of this rally here. But it's it's scary trying to buy Chipotle for $430. With someone calling for another 20% run. But Micron's under 40. AMD's up. AMD's still up 7.5%. They're trading at 25.41. Any phone calls? Did I miss anything? No phone calls. But Elon Musk said that his boring company was going to open its first tunnel in December, somewhere in California. I forget the city name, but it was somewhere in California. And it's like part one. It's going to be it's a little pod that shoots around people in cars. I mean, it's so futuristic. I don't know. Whatever. It's what Elon's doing. But anyway, this is what's going on here. You see, when I wrote all this down last night, it had Asia share slip on earnings and political anxiety. They went up 4% yesterday across the exchange. So, obviously that wasn't the case. Most of this was written last night, and it just didn't pan out because it's all written based on a Chinese perspective that was wrong. So I need to pay more attention to that. However, that's something I can figure out. The corporate profits should rise 7 to 13% next year. That's an estimate. Obviously, they could collapse next year, but dude, we've beaten all these earnings. I mean, Hasbro was the first major company to miss, and Hasbro, if you think about it, they had every right to miss. They're getting killed because these large retailers are getting slaughtered by Amazon. Who hurt Hasbro the most? They didn't get hurt by Sears, but they got hurt by Toys R Us, and no one was buying kids' toys. I guess more people decided to buy kids' toys online. And Toys R Us was such a niche market that hurt them so much, such a percentage, they had to go under. And Hasbro is a direct result of what could happen there, because then Hasbro didn't have to just compete with other major toy manufacturers. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but they had to start competing with smaller things that were getting sold on Amazon as well. And Hasbro missed. Hasbro, where's Has? It's down. Actually, dude, Hasbro, it was down like 10%. It was trading at 90.27. It's trading at 93.53 right now, down 5%. Their year range, their year high was 109. Market cap's 12.5 billion. Big company. Price to earnings is 30.93. Got 3 million in volume on them. I bet you that's pretty high. But Micron's right in the middle of its day range. It's down 2.15%. And I don't think there's any news on Micron. But the chips are reporting later in the week. You got the big three. You got the big tech trio. You got Amazon, you have Google, and you have Microsoft. Or yeah, I think that was the three. You got AMD on Thursday. That's going to be big, and then Intel the day after. It might be. I think that's right. Maybe it's AMD on Wednesday. I don't have that in front of me. I should really have that in front of me. But anyway, that's what we're looking at here. Looking up where AMD goes. Yeah, good luck with that. So I'll just do it on my phone. But yeah, call the number. Overstock's down 7%. Oh no shit! I got a phone call. What's up? What's up? What are you talking about? Shag, yeah. What do you think about Shag? Well, dude, honestly, just looking at the chart, looks like Chegg has a bottom trend line that it's bouncing off of. I don't know any up-to-date news. What do they report? You know when they report? Yeah, this year it was trading at 14. It's up at 26 right now. So it is around 85% up, right? So they've had a pretty good run. Well, do you have another stock to jump to? Dude, I think you could lock your profits here. I would want to see what it does with this trend line. But if it breaks the trend line, then you're going to be obviously not with those gains. I don't know about that, dude. You're asking a lot. You're asking for the market to hold up that long, and Chegg is a. You're asking for the market to hold up that long, and I don't know. I don't know if I'd be entering, especially now with options. If you did it with stock, that's different. You had a price target of 30, because at least you could hold on to that. But you could get crushed on your options for a long term hold like that, unless you hedged it. Yeah. What? Buy it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. And dude, it looks like it sold off a little before the big market sell off. Looks like it sold off just at the end of September. Dude, it's not a bad bet, but dude, the one thing it could be, dude, just go for it. If you think that's what's going to happen, dude, you know, I'm not here to say yes or no. If that's what you think is going to happen, dude, go for it. So, yeah, good luck with that trade, man. No problem. Have a good day. All right. So let me note that he was long Chegg. All right. So anyway, put Chegg on the watch list. Give updates on Chegg from now on. But yeah. So the Dow hasn't moved too much. It's still at 0.15. The S&P it's down 0.14. The S&P is down 0.03. The Nasdaq is up 0.24. Most active. What's moving around right now? That ctrip.com is still moving up. Still 3.6. What's the volume on it? Is it high volume? Oh yeah, dude, the thing's got like 1 million volume on it. It's got almost 2 million volume in the first hour and a half. And I've never heard of this fucking thing. It's bullish. Facebook is up. Facebook's trading at 156.94. It's up almost 2%, 1.88, 1.9%. That a round number. Bosch is at the top of its day range right now. I wonder what Bosch is doing. It's at 24.45. News in the market here. Wall Street drops as China support fades. Earnings disappoint. Oh, fuck you, dude. Earnings didn't disappoint. Hasbro just got the shit kicked out of it. It's totally different. Hasbro had circumstances happen to it. Hasbro is still a solid company. I mean, you know what happened. Toys R Us went under, is what happened. They got to start selling to Amazon, in my opinion. But, you know, that's for them to decide. But, YouTube chat. What's the target for Haas? Oh shit, I'm still up. But the target for Hasbro, dude, that's hard to say, man, because they just took the big blow here. Pull that up, but they just took a big blow. I think that it depends on where the volume stays, dude. If there's still any volume in this stock the next few days, then I think that it's a very bearish thing. But I think if the regular traders that stay there for a long time, dude, I don't think that this is too bad of a situation for Hasbro. My target, I mean, dude, I'm not really trying to give out my targets, man. Every time I've turned on this goddamn camera, it feels like I've been wrong. But, dude, it's actually amazing how wrong I've been on this camera. But, what is the target? So, let me transition. But, dude, it will bounce. It will fucking... Dude, you won't go straight up after that. It will bounce. You'll go down... dude, assuming that it were to stop right here, it will go down to 92.32. It'll pop up. It'll pop up to like 94 at the top, maybe 95. It has a good rally. It'll drop down. It'll drop down kind of to where the low of today was, but that was down to 90. Dude, I would say that 97.5. If there's any good news coming out of them by next earnings report, but that's an opinion. I don't follow this stock for a damn, dude. That's what they reported this morning. That's just me trying to read a chart, dude. Sometimes when these things drop, like go look at Square's chart. Now Square is different because it had a massive run up before it fell off the wall. Then go look at AMD because they kind of stood at the top there. But anyway, when these things drop, man, there really is no bottom. You get people scared. You want people out. So, dude, the price target. Are you talking about my price target? I couldn't give you my price target. I don't follow it enough to give you my price target, and they just report it with like news that, yeah, they just got killed on their earnings, man. They lost the biggest fucking person that they sell to, and they don't have any deals with Amazon. But we're heading into the holiday season, so people might be buying. You know, they might get that retail bump. And dude, it tried to get back up above 100. Where's the RSI on it? Yeah, the RSI, it's getting to be oversold. So, it doesn't go down near this line a lot either. Actually, here's something that I'll pull up. But, so if you look at the RSI down here, dude, it's at 28.30, and dude, the last time it came down in big downward trends. That's a big downward trend at the end of March to April. The whole market went, maybe not the whole market went like that, but it had a round top, a round bottom. But dude, it broke down to the RSI, but it held the RSI, and now we're seeing it kind of do the same thing in a quicker time frame, of course. But it looks like when this stock, some stocks can go trade down the RSI, but it looks like this has rejected the RSI line, oversold every time. It's played in the overbought though. So I would say, you know, if you were a trader looking to make quick trades, dude, I think I think it might have found the bottom. I don't know what the 1-day chart looks like. Yeah, dude, it just looked like this shit got the shit kicked out of it. What's the volume? Yeah. I can't answer that question. I don't know what the target price is. I know as a swing trader, I'm definitely looking for another drop though. I'm seeing a double top rejection line right here, and I'm seeing this rally kind of fizz out. These day traders that bought down here, they sold up here. Quick trading in the next 2 to 3 days. I'm looking for another drop, and we'll see what happens from there. But I'm looking for it to drop from here. I'm looking for it to drop. It had its little pop at 94. And now we'll see if this 90 line holds because it kind of crumpled past. The Dow's dropped further, it's at 0.32. The S&P dropped further, it's at 0.18. JD dropped a little bit from its high, it's only at 2.9 up. But Canopy's down 8.24%. Canopy just keeps dropping. I was looking at its chart the other day, and it looked like its low was going to be 41. I have that written down somewhere. But who knows if that's going to hold. I've been off with how I'm doing it since I tried to start doing it. But that's just being honest. Alibaba's up 4%, wouldn't you know it? Just followed the whole goddamn Chinese market. But it was up at 150 earlier, so it's trading at 148.8. So Alibaba's following China. But Microsoft 1.21. Microsoft's having its little run up before earnings. It looks like Amazon's going to report. It's up 1.77. AMD is up 6. AMD fell off a little bit. AMD's trading at 25.27. It was at 25.64. MU is still down. I mean, it's going to be down all day, I guess, but 0.225. Activision's actually in the green. I haven't seen Activision in the green for a little bit. It's up 0.63. It's fine because it's been down so much. Its high day was 70.95. It actually got up there. Almost broke 71. It was trading, its low today was 69.35. So those are nice brackets to play in. You won't get killed, but you can get a nice little profit out of that. Haymonix has been up all day. It's up 1%, but it's in the middle of its range. Some bearish things. What's going on in the bull? Who are the bears making the most money? Hasbro, Vodafone, Celgin, Micron, Liberty Latin. eBay. What is eBay doing? It's down 1.29%. You know, eBay has some trouble down its pipeline. eBay has trouble in its pipeline. eBay's suing Amazon. eBay, there was something where PayPal came out and said something bad about eBay, or something like that. eBay is in not a great spot. Barron's came out and basically just said, you know, do the opposite of what they said, and it's like halfway bullish, halfway bearish. They're not even giving you any direction to go this week. We're in like uncharted territory here. I've never seen a market collapse before. I'm too young for that. But it looks like it really might just happen. It might just roll over one day. What's the Forex doing? Fuck the Forex. What's going on with commodities? So, crude oil, Brent, COB, is down 0.030, selling at 79.53. The futures on crude are down to 69.09. Yeah, looks like crude is down. Then crude is down. Natural gas is down. Heating oil is up. Gold's up a little bit. Silver's a little down. Nothing over 1%. Only in natural gas. Natural gas is down 2.83%. Now I'll check the Forex. Looks like the dollar's up to the euro. It's up to the nickel or whatever they use in Japan. The pounds. It's down to Canada somehow. I don't know. I don't get this shit. I don't know who trades this. This is wild. Forex. But anyway, I've kind of fucking stalled here a lot. Dude, this is why people gotta call in, man. Anyway, this is the midday check. I'll give 30 seconds if someone has a phone call to make. But yeah, you got your markets that are, you know, they should have had a good day. They didn't have that great of a day. And I mean, you can't really say they should have had a good day, but it looked like they were on their way to a good day. You got the Dow down 0.32, you got the S&P down 0.15, the NASDAQ up 0.15. I would call this a flat day amongst myself. JD's up 0.3. Canopy's down 0.8 or 8.7. AMD is up 0.8 now. AMD's getting up there again. Alibaba is up 4.31. You got ctrip.com, which is high in volume. It's most active. It's up 3.5%. AMD just broke 8% up on the day. AMD's running. And Canopy's just dropping. Square is up 2%. Try to get some news. Is McDonald's stock turning stale? Watch for a big move at earnings report. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble. I'm starting to talk to myself, which is what I'm trying to avoid. So anyway, I'll be back at like 1:15. I'll put it up there. Anyway, thank you for watching. Anyone who was watching, I appreciate the phone call, and have a